All right, y'all. So this is part two. So Corey, so when like so in high school before you became a model, it's like before you started, modeling. This is something that you wanted to do, or is it just something that came up? How did that all came about?
My mom pushed me into it. I had no clue about the whole modeling industry because I was a big football player, and just kind of fell into it. My first job was with Sports Authority when they were around here in Colorado, and then when I graduated high school, my agent here was like, "You want to go try New York?" I said, "Yep." Hopped on a plane and spent back and forth 8 years there.
Now, what
So
was New York like?
Oh, New York's fun. It's a whole. It's like 180 of Colorado. It's it's a lot of fun. So when I moved there when I was 18, a lot of partying, a lot of just it's just enjoying like my young 20 years. Just going to the different boroughs, different parks, seeing the different things,
Mm-hmm.
meeting people from all over the world. Met some of my best friends along the way. That I've lived like I lived with. Met my wife. It's a fun city, and it's fast paced. It never sleeps, and it's the only place I can say I've been to. It's just like the movies.
Ah, that's good. That's
Hmm.
so
good. I'll have to go visit New York. It's literally right up the street from me.
I recommend everybody go visit New York and see the city, and it's fun.
Is there a particular time of the year that you would recommend for people to go?
Spring or fall.
Okay.
Winter is really cold. You gotta be outside a lot, and the wind is always ripping, so it's super cold. Um, and then summer, oh, it is disgustingly hot and humid, but it's
Mm-hmm.
still fun in the summer. But if you can catch it right on those couple good weeks of spring or fall when it stays like 70, 75, perfect time to go.
Okay.
what was
Yeah.
so this question you can answer too, Deja, but Corey, I want to ask you. So when you moved to the west all the way to the north, what was a culture shock for you?
The pace of the pace of everything, it's just nonstop. There's always something to do. There's never a dull moment. So just coming from Colorado to there, it was just like, let's it just you can always be on the go. So I don't know if I'd call it a shock, but it's just totally different. It kind of is like, oh my gosh, so this is like a movie.
So what is I'm gonna come to you, Deja, but I wanted to ask you because my homegirls wanted to ask you. So since you was around models, right, in the model industry, do they go? I know this is an obvious question, but do models go to insecurity just like regular people do too?
Um, personally, I can only answer that question. I can't answer it for anybody else. Um, I didn't really go through it because I never took it real serious. Um, like I said, I kind of just fell into it, kind of ran with it as far as I could, but I was never so serious. I never thought highly of myself. My physical. I obviously couldn't look in the mirror and be like, okay, I'm not, ugly or something, but I don't see how all these other people find me so physically attractive when I just feel like I'm a normal, typical guy. So I didn't go through much insecurities because I didn't really, excuse my language, I didn't give a fuck if you thought I was cute, wanted me for this or wanted me for that. I really didn't care.
Got you.
But I'm sure other people who take it a lot more seriously go through a lot more personal issues than I did.
Got you. So Deja, I want to ask you, moving to the west all the way to the south, like what was the culture shock for you when you went to the south?
Oh man. Okay, you guys. I'm just gonna keep it honest here. I was very shocked that there was a lot of black people because there's not a lot of black people in Colorado. So it was, yeah. So that's what really got me. I was like, wow, And then it wasn't just a lot of black people; it was a lot of successful black people too. So I'm like, wow. I'm like.